Hey everybody, it's Gypsy. So I have been, I'd say for at least a year, maybe 2 years, I have been wondering this. Now I'm having trouble with it, one, because I feel, again, this is another word where the definition has changed and it's being misused for specific agendas. Anyways, it's the word democracy. I sit here and wonder a lot. Is democracy truly freedom? Does it promote freedom, etc.? It's a hard question to answer, and I think it is dependent on the geographical area and demographics, stuff like that. On the whole, with the way things are these days, where, countries are huge, I have trouble seeing how it promotes freedom. Now, the reason I say this, all right, for the majority, it is freedom. But you are always going to have another group of people within that country who voted against that thing. And then they are forced into accepting what they didn't want. So I know that it's just the way it is. That's democracy. That's what I'm saying. I'm just questioning how is that true? It's not freedom for the group that lost the vote. Okay? In other words, to me, I always view it as the bully on the playground. The bully on the playground always wins. So, I think, like, say when our country, the United States, was much smaller, it was just like, New England or whatever, the colonies, yeah, democracy was probably more beneficial back then. You had a smaller area, a much smaller population, etc. I think it might work with that. And I'm saying might because I'm no expert in this stuff. I just think about it. I talk about these things a lot of times. Sometimes it is something that I'm sure about what I say. Other times, like now, I'm asking a question. And I would love to hear others' opinions. I may or may not agree with you. Either way, it's okay. But I do wonder about that. Is it really freedom, especially when you have countries the size we do now, like the United States is huge. Our population is massive. And it's like, so you have a bunch of people living under laws and things that they don't agree with. Well, how's that freedom? That's not freedom. To me, that's like tyranny for some. And for someone like me, it's like really hard because there are a lot of things that we vote on that I'm not sure how to vote. Because one, I can understand both sides. Why this side wants this passed and why the other side wouldn't. And I'm talking about more personal things. I'm not talking about the weird political bullshit they give us, but I mean real life situations, okay? So I have trouble with that. And I am the type of person, I go to vote and it's hard for me. When it comes especially to really personal things, it's like, who am I to tell others what to do? Who am I to go vote against what somebody else wants to do with their life, how they want to live their life? Because I'm sorry, I'm nobody. You could say I'm the majority, but big deal. I'm one person who went and put their vote in, and I'm not even sure it's really the vote I wanted to put in. I don't know. I think sometimes in a situation where, like, all right, democracy would work good in a small community, I think. I could be wrong, but I think it might. But when you get this big, no. I just believe in everybody living the life they want and having control of their own life. And that we need to butt out of each other's business unless someone is hurting others. that's when you need to intervene. I think when you have a very large population and land mass being governed by one, I want to say regime. I don't know if it's really the word I'm looking for, but that's the word that keeps coming to my head. You have problems. And I think we just need to leave each other alone and allow each other to live the lives we want to live for ourselves. Get out of each other's business. The way I see it is I have enough of my own personal business I need to be concerned about, take care of. Why would I want to get into others' business? Okay, I don't have the time and I don't really care. Unless you have a problem and you want my out, then okay, I'll just give you my advice, take it or leave it. But I mean, it's like, I just don't see how democracy is working anymore. And threat to democracy, threat to democracy, threat to democracy. Democracy, in my opinion, from what I have watched through my life, you start with democracy and then it ends up going to maybe, I don't know, fascism, Marxism, communism. I just think that big area and population, I don't know. I don't know much about this stuff, and maybe I'm just blowing a lot of hot air. I don't know, but I think about these things I really don't understand and know much about. So, I mean, what do you think? Is democracy truly freedom? I guess I'm one of those people who are out on the fringe, hence the name of my channel, so much in my opinions, in the way I want to live my life, that I think about these things a lot. So, just wondering, anybody have anything to say about that? I would love to hear it. So I'm going to leave you with that. Blessed be, and make it a joyful one.